Good evening, gentlemen. How you doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
So, today we're going to be looking at Crypt of the Serpent King.
Ooh, remastered in 4K.
Yes, this has come out multiple times now. It started as early as the 360 Indie Arcade Initiative, if you recall that.
Yep.
It's EastAsiaSoft developed by Rendercore, which I believe is one developer.
Okay.
Not 100% on that. So, this is the story to the game.
Okay.
There isn't one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
You're just in a dungeon.
You're in a dungeon, you pick your stats, and you fight things.
It's procedurally generated.
Yep.
It's 7 floors, and the idea is to escape. It's first person. Every floor has its own thematic atmosphere and only one enemy type.
I see you can really interact with the environment.
Yeah, no, you can open treasure chests and you can fight your enemies. In the treasure chests, you can find health and gold. Gold is used between levels or when you die and have to start a new run to purchase different starting weapons. There's melee ones, and then much later on, because they're very expensive, you can get ranged weapons. Mm-hmm. When you get a ranged weapon, you can start finding ammo in the treasure chests in addition to health and gold.
Gotcha.
The jumping is so awkward. But luckily you don't have to do it very often.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's the odd gap there, but that's about it.
This definitely so far looks like the kind of game that I played when I was like 10.
An old school PC.
Yeah, old school PC games, yeah.
So for every floor, you need to find a set number of keys, as you can see in the top left corner. And you each floor has also a different type of trap that prevents you from getting to the key. On the first floor, it's jumping over a fire pit. Later on, there's a stream of poison or something like that goes in like a motion, so you just gotta wait to go through. But it's very basic.
Yeah,
Each floor is its own look, one enemy type, one trap for the keys. Find all the keys, and then the boss is always a unique NPC as well. Do this for 7 floors, and you've beat the game.
Alright.
Definitely looks extremely basic.
It reminds me of like somebody modding like Quake.
Yeah, it does kind of look like one of those types of things. I thought at first when you were like setting up stuff and you had the procedural generated stuff, it was going to be kind of like dungeon hack, but it's definitely very much more simple than that.
It looks like you can level up as well, so you level up and get more stats, right?
Yes, you get experience, which is the one thing that carries over. Well, actually, gold does as well if you don't spend it. But in between levels or when you die, you can level up your strength, your endurance, or your agility. Agility is obviously movement speed, strength is how hard you hit, and endurance is reduction in damage that you take. Very low level cap of 10 in each stat, which I did hit before I finished the game. A full playthrough, if you explore fully, not just find your keys, because I uncovered every corner of the map on all 7 floors, about an hour and 15 minutes. One run gets you a platinum trophy.
Wow. Cool. Not terribly difficult, I take it?
I died once.
Okay, so
It doesn't seem that bad.
Not very difficult at all.
Sorry, I should clarify. I died maybe 2 or 3 times, but the 2 or 3 times are if you miss the pit jumping over to get the key, it's an instant death.
Okay, that's pretty rough.
But actually dying in combat only happened 1 time. And once you got used to the jumping, which is very awkward, it's a very short jump, you don't really miss it too much after that.
Yeah. Okay.
I do like how it does have a map. That's always a useful thing.
I don't think I have it in this video, but you can also hit the button to open the full map.
Makes sense, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Alright, so I don't often ask you guys this when we do these videos, but just out of curiosity, what do you think they charge for this game?
$10? Wow.
So, Canadian, it's $3.99.
Okay.
And at the very least, if you're looking for a quick platinum, you can get it in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
As long as you don't die a lot, which I can't see too many people dying too much in. But unfortunately, I don't really, like, this is it. There's no story. The music, it's okay, but it's very, again, basic, like, in variety, like everything else. And it always kicks up like to a different, more high aptitude, like, tune when an enemy spots you. Oh, I did open the map and...
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, seems... it is very basic, very simple. You know, obviously, little difference in, like, enemies. There's probably different enemies on different floors.
The second floor, you fight all goblins.
Yeah.
The final floor, you were fighting snakes. There's a floor where you're just fighting, like, soldiers, orcs. But each floor, spiders, is one enemy type, one tile set for the environment, and one type of trap around the keys. Every level, you need to get more keys. So to get to the boss of this one, you need 8 keys, then 9 keys, 10 keys, and it just goes up by 1 every single time.
Okay.
Yeah, normally when I play a game like this, or fantasy games in general, the thing I'm looking for is variety and surprises, like different types of enemies, traps.
Oh, there's like no hidden walls or anything like that. All the treasure chests are out in the hallways like that.
Yeah, this has seemingly nothing for me, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy this game seeing what I'm seeing, but if I had already started playing the game like you are right here, I would continue. Because again, it's so short and doesn't seem like it would be difficult to just finish the game.
Well, that was my mentality. I, started to play the game and capture footage for this video, and then when I had what I needed, I was like, well, I'm just going to keep going. Why not? Just spend one evening, an hour, hour and a half, see the game. It's not like it was overly, like, challenging or resistant, and get the platinum trophy.
Yeah, but see, like, would I spend the $3.99 on it? I wouldn't. Right? Seeing what I'm seeing, I wouldn't spend $3.99 on that.
Alright, but I mean, the hypothetical here is not, would you spend the money on it? You've already spent the money on it.
I keep playing?
You've played like 10 minutes or so of what you saw.
Yeah, I'd keep playing.
You'd keep going?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Alex?
I don't think so.
You're already in it? You wouldn't keep playing it?
No, I probably wouldn't. Although part of that is because this looks like the kind of game that would make me sick pretty quickly.
That's true. Yeah, you do have
no, right, you don't do very well with motion sickness.
These types of games.
The 3D is,
for me.
I gotta say, the time that I spent playing it, I was enjoying myself. Not necessarily like it's the most deep or fulfilling type game, but it was a very chill playthrough.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not to say that I felt overly stressed at any point. It's not that I was bored either, surprisingly. I think that if it had lasted longer than, say, an hour and a half, yeah, okay, at that point I might have gotten bored with it because of the lack of variety. But it controls decently well outside of the awkward jump.
Yeah.
It's a very laid-back playthrough. And honestly, I was even just curious, like, what's the next floor going to look like? None of the levels are more than, like, say, 10 minutes. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, might as well see what kind of enemy is going to be facing me the next floor. What kind of tile set am I going to see? Are they going to have a unique trap for the keys? And then just go find the boss. What's the boss look like?
Yeah. I mean, I think games like this were a big influence on other genres, right? Like, I mean, the dungeon crawler in the early 90s was a huge influence. So I think seeing this, it does bring up some nostalgia.
All right, so we got 2 people that would continue after the first opinion, and 1 person that would not.
Hey, did you like that video? If you did, be sure to let us know by clicking the like button and leaving a comment. If you want to be first in line for any new content, be sure to subscribe to our channel and then hit up our Facebook page. The link's in the description below to see what's coming up next.